Right, good morning, welcome back. Now, Harley Davidson oils. Do you use one oil for all three holes, or do you use three separate specialised oils? Now, it's a big old debate, so let's take a look at both sides. Right, now what this debate refers to is the practice of putting one oil in all three applications of your Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson designed their bikes to have three separate oil cavities, and the oil companies have gone out there and they developed oils that, irrespective of the three separate uses, they have a general purpose oil that will fit the whole lot. Now, I have to admit, that is exactly what I do. I use a Screaming Eagle Sin 3, and I always have done, for all three applications, for my engine, my gearbox, and my primary drive. And I'm happy with it so far. However, many good people have claimed that this is wrong, it's incorrect, and that you should use separate, independent, standalone, dedicated oils for the three separate applications. And there is absolute logic in that. A gearbox needs a thicker oil to maintain a lubrication on the crunching gears that go together. A primary drive has a clutch inside it, and the clutch plates can stick together if the oil is too thick, so that needs a slightly thinner oil. And the engine, well, that needs a multigrade that can protect at any temperature. So all of those three applications have three different sets of needs. So it absolutely follows that what these people say has absolute logic in it. Yes, three separate oils should be better. So what we're trusting is whether this independent stand-up general purpose oil is actually good enough and up to the mark to give enough protection, lubrication, and care for all of those very different applications. So the only way to test this theory is to do it myself on my own bike. My Harley Davidson, I know it like the back of my hand, like we all do on our own bikes. I know how it pulls away on a hot day. I know how the clutch feels in traffic when I'm just trying to filter. I know how it engages first on a freezing cold morning, crunch. And all those are the things that will be affected by the right or the wrong choice in oils. So I'm going to do a 3-hole oil change on my Dyna. Got myself a filter. I've got 3 quarts of engine oil. I've got a quart of gearbox fluid and a quart of primary fluid. And when they're all changed, I'll talk to you a little bit more about my choices of oil that I'm using for this and why. And I'll give you some links that can save you a fortune on doing your servicing. Okay, there we are. That's it. All three oils changed: engine, gearbox and primary drive. And I'm hoping for wonderful things. I truly am. Just based on watching the oil go in. This gearbox oil, the transmission fluid, that was extremely thick and sticky like a toffee. You saw it going in the jug like a golden clear colour, and even the bubbles don't go up through it much. So it's really thick, and I'm hoping that the gearbox will be quieter, a nicer change between gears, and perhaps that first thump into gear on a cold morning won't be so severe. And that also links into the primary fluid as well. The primary fluid's a little bit thinner than the general purpose oil I've been using, so hopefully it will also help the clutch separate a little bit better first thing, so that it goes into gear a little bit less aggressively. So I'm hoping for wonderful things on my transmission, both sides, from these two new kids on the block. As for the engine oil, well, it's a V-twin, fully synthetic 2050 motorcycle oil. And also it's an American oil for an American bike, so I'm expecting that to perform no matter what. So that's it for those three. There's no point in me road testing this now, coming back and saying, wow, it's different, because it's going to be. It's brand new oil. Even if I put my old oil in and gone back to what I normally use, it would always be better because it's new oil. So I'm going to run that in for about 50 to 100 miles first. I'm out tomorrow for a big long ride, and then I will be able to tell. Once it's all settled down, I've got all the levels correct and double checked everything, then I'll know whether it's better or not, and I will report back. And I will take you out on a ride with the GoPro, and I'll show you exactly how it's different, what difference it makes, so that when people say, no, use 3 oils, not 1, there is something in that, and I'll be able to tell you what that is and what difference it makes. So that's it for the oil change. I just want to have one more word about these actual oils themselves, because changing oils is an expensive business, and this might be able to save you a little bit of money. Okay, so finally, checking in the analytics of this YouTube channel. Just recently, I was looking there and I found that now the percentage of viewers from North America and Canada has just tipped over 50%. So over half of our gracious audience is in North America. We have a massive following in the USA. So rather than just put the usual link in the description to a company near me up the road, that would be rather pointless. This is an American oil for American motorcycles, and half our audience are in America. So what I've done, this is a little thing, is I've put a link underneath in the description to a company I've located in Texas. Now this particular company can ship you this oil direct to wherever you are in North America and Canada, and also there are some amazing deals as well. What they offer, if you check the link below, they offer a preferred customer program. Now, I don't know what that was, but I looked at it and it basically seems to be a discount scheme. So if you get involved with it and you buy the kind of bulk that I did, 36 quarts I bought there to do the 6 services I've got to do on 6 different bikes, that saved me an awful lot of money, because they do up to 25% discount on the oil itself, and they'll ship it free. Now, 25% discount may not seem a great deal, I guess it is, but when you consider a quart of this oil is in this country just under £20 per quart. So that much oil to do this service is going to cost you 100 quid almost alone. So if you're getting 25% discount on that and you're going to buy a little bit more, you get together with your friends, get a big order together, you save a fortune on the materials for your service, as well as you get it shipped to you free. And also they've got merch and all sorts of other stuff if you need it. So there we are. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all of you in the USA for your incredible support. We love to hear from you anytime. And maybe one day we'll get the chance to come over there and see you. Now that things are a little bit easier and life's starting to level off, maybe we might get some time off one day. But there we are. Thank you for watching. Take it easy, ride safe, and we'll see you next time with some results on the Harley. See if it's any better, which I'm sure it will be.